I'm recording the session. Okay. And why I'm recording the session? Because after the class, I will be uploading the same video on the YouTube at my channel, and I will be sharing the link. So those who are having any technical glitch, they are not able to understand. So they can go through the video at the last as a revision. So anything which is left, which is in the doubt, you can go with the video on the YouTube and you will find the doubts will be clear. Still, if any there is a doubt, then we will be discussing in tomorrow's session. Now, not wasting so much time, let us coming back to our topic. So as I know, okay, no problem. I'm making you all mute. No one can chilla chilli, right? Okay. So as per of what the thing I was taking in class 8A, the topic that was basically the chapter number like natural phenomenon, in which we have discussed so far about the charges, and we have discussed the electrons, the positive charges, negative charges. So I am continuing with that. Is still any topic is left in class 8C or 8B. So we will be revising those in the coming sessions. So once again, my dear, good morning to everyone. Let's start. I'm going to share my screen, but still I'm getting a lot of persons having their camera off. Please, once turn on the camera, let me see you. Then I will be starting the session. Please turn on the camera, please. Aniket, Pallavi, Pallavi, I think. Yes. Shreya Mishra, Srizal, Aradhya, Vivek, Adyan, Anand Yadav, EYJFBIL. Who is that? Please, rename, please name yourself. Please come with your name, class, and section. Please come with your name, class, and section. Now, we are just going to start our session today. This is the topic that we were doing in the class 8A. Just for a quick revision, let me tell you what the topic we have done. We have discussed so far that what are the charges. So we have seen that the charges are of, two types. What are the two types, my dear? The charges are two type, that is, we can say that positive charge and the negative charge. Okay. Anyone is doing annotation? Okay, let me disable annotations for others. No one will can annotate. Then annotation, clear all. Okay. Now, so we have seen that there are two type of charges we are having. Yes, you are raising your hand. Please rename yourself, my dear. Now, if we go back, so we have seen that how to know the intensity, like what is the nature of the charge on the material, or how we can predict that how many charges are there, what kind of charges is there, the body is charged or not. So simply we can do with the help of one thing that is called electroscope. This is an activity what we are having, my dear. In this activity, we can show that the given is charged or not. Electroscope is a device which is having two leaves and that is kept in a jar. If you see here, this is a material. Now, suppose I connect this material with this metallic one, and if this is uncharged, so the leaf will not deflected. But if it is charged body, so the leaf will be deflected, as we know that the same charges repel each other. Same charges repel each other, right? So this is the thing that we have done. Now coming to this one, suppose any material is having a density of the charge. Lot of charges are there. So every material looks a path so that it can discharge itself. So the process of transferring the electrical charge from a charged body to the earth is called earthing. So what we do generally, we just connect the charged body to the metallic wire and buried in the earth. So what is happening? It is done by means of a metal wire that is called earth wire, directly connects to the metal top to the charge electroscope to the earth. So earthing is a safety mechanism that is provided in the wiring of the houses. And why do we do this earthing, my dear? Only for the protection purpose. Only for the protection purpose we do the earthing, right? Like whatever the excess amount of charges are there, these charges will get a path towards the earth and thus protecting all the electrical appliances in your house. You must have seen that buildings, the shopping malls, they are having the spike antennas at their top. Why they connect them? Because during the, situation when there is basically the excess amount of charge during the thunderstorm or the lightning. So whatever the natural charges are discharging from the cloud, so they do not affect the buildings. They do not affect the, any shopping mall. So excess amount of charge can have the alternative path. So these spikes help them because these spikes are directly connected to the ground. So whenever excess amount of charge is being here, so this charge will get a path and through the path, it will be go to the ground. So lightning, what is a lightning? Now, if you have observed one thing, during the thunderstorm, what happens, my dear? During the thunderstorms, a strong winds move upward through the clouds, making the water droplets, present in the atmosphere. Like, wait a moment. Let me go through exactly what they are saying. Yes, the water droplets in the cloud, they rub against each other. And when they rub by friction, if you remember, the charge transfer will take place. We have seen that one, right? Like whenever you rub any glass rod on the silk, whenever you rub your scale on your hair, so the transfer of charges take place. And as a result, what will happen, my dear? As a result, they will create the electrical charges. Some of the, if we see the clouds, so if that layer of the clouds are interacting and after friction, some of them will be positive charge. And here we will be having negative charge. So the charge is being developed there. As a result of this, what will happen, my dear? As a result, the positive portion will be in the upside and the negative portion in the bottom side of the cloud. So it will be creating the, let me show you. Suppose this is our cloud. So the one region, the upper layer becomes more positively and the lower region becomes more negatively, right? The cloud has been charged in the two different paths. The lower part of the cloud becomes negatively charged, right? So as a result, what will happen? If you remember the glass rod, which was rubbed in the silk, it was suppose negative. Any balloon we put here, so the balloon automatically get positive at one side. This is called polarization. So if the lower part of the cloud is negatively charged, so because of the induction mechanism, as we know, the positive will be attracted towards the negative. So in our atmosphere, in our surroundings, right, on the ground, it will be positive. Right? If you see, let me zoom, I think you can see here. If we zoom this diagram, if you see the building where the spikes are connected, so the lower part of the, you know, cloud is negative, so the surrounding becomes positive. The ground develops the positive charge to balance the negative. And as we all know that the air conducts as an insulator and does not conduct the electricity. Right? Air is an insulator basically, my dear. So they do not conduct the electricity. So they behave as an insulator. But because of the charge concentration in the cloud, this air has been become ionized and the ground has been positively. So what will happen? A bright flash of lightning will be occurred. Right? That head backs towards the particular cloud. Now, this lightning is followed by a loud boom is called thunder. Now, in a simple way, let me tell you in our simple language, suppose coming back to the Hindi, क्या हो रहा है मेरे बच्चे? क्लाउड का जो लेयर लोअर पोर्शन है, देखिए क्लाउड क्या हो गया, कंडेंस हो गया, फ्रिक्शन हुआ, फ्रिक्शन के कारण चार्जेस एक्यूमुलेट होंगे, अपर में क्लाउड के पॉजिटिव चार्ज हो गया, लोअर में नेगेटिव हो गया। अब जब लोअर पोर्शन निगेटिव हो गया तो ये आपके ग्राउंड में, आपके एटमॉस्फेयर में पॉजिटिव को अपनी ओर अट्रैक्ट करने की कोशिश करेगा, क्योंकि एयर क्या है, इंसुलेटर है, यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन जा नहीं सकते, ठीक है, यहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल नहीं सकते, लेकिन ये आयनाइज हो रही है, तो जिसके कारण क्या हो गया, ग्राउंड में एक माहौल बन गया पॉजिटिव, जो क्लाउड की ओर भाग रहा है, ठीक है। अब इसी में आपको क्या होता है, एक, इसी कारण आपको एयर में एक फ्लैश, जैसे कैमरा जब ऑन होता है, कैमरे के लाइट्स ऑन करो स्मार्टफोन में तो फ्लैश ग्लो करता है, ऐसे ही आपके सराउंडिंग्स में एक फ्लैश देखने को मिलता है क्लाउड के पास। अब इस फ्लैश के साथ साथ आपको एक साउंड जनरेट होती है, बूम, ठीक है, उसे कहते हो आप थंडर, जिसे कहते हैं बिजली कड़कना, राइट। नाउ द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्रॉम द लाइटनिंग हिट्स अप द एयर, लाइटनिंग के कारण हीट अप हुआ एयर, और जिसके कारण एक लाउड साउंड क्रिएट होता है, राइट। दिस पैसेज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सिंपली हो क्या रहा है, जब ये पाथ मिल रहा है, these electrons are moving in the ground through this, they are moving towards the earth and causing the development, these electrons are moving towards the earth, and जब ये इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर जाएंगे तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, डिस्चार्जिंग शुरू हो जाएगी, so that is called as electrical discharge. What is happening? The passage of electricity in air due to the flow of electrical charges is called electric discharge. लाइटनिंग जो होती है, लाइटनिंग जनरली अकर्स विद इन द क्लाउड एंड नोन एज शीट लाइटनिंग, समटाइम इट अकर्स बिटवीन द क्लाउड एंड द अर्थ व्हिच इज कॉल्ड फॉर्क लाइटनिंग। ध्यान रखना, कभी कभी जो नॉर्मल बिजली चमकती है आपको क्लाउड्स में, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ शीट लाइटनिंग, लेकिन कभी कभी आपने देखा बिजली बहुत तेज चमकती हुई ऐसे ऐसे आपको ग्राउंड की ओर दिखती है, तो द लाइटनिंग इन द क्लाउड एंड द ग्राउंड ऑफ द अर्थ, दैट इज कॉल्ड फॉर्क लाइटनिंग। नाउ this lightning are frequent in the hilly areas because the clouds are comparatively closer to the ground. ऐसा क्यों कहते हैं? आप देखो नैनीताल जाओ, नैनीताल में आप बादल को छू सकते हैं, आप ऊपर जाएंगे तो, क्यों? क्योंकि आपका जो हिल एरिया है वो नॉर्मल ग्राउंड से यहाँ पर है, हाई एल्टीट्यूड पर है, और क्लाउड्स आपके यहाँ पर है मान लो, तो क्लाउड की पोजीशन हिली एरियाज में ज्यादा करीब हुई, मतलब क्लाउड को ग्राउंड जल्दी मिल रहा है बजाय इसके कि ग्राउंड यहां पे मिले, ठीक है। तो जो हिली पोर्शंस हैं, हिली एरियाज में ग्राउंड आपका क्या है, बहुत क्लोज है, द ग्राउंड इज वेरी मच क्लोजर टू द हिली एरियाज, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी गेट मोर फ्रीक्वेंट लाइटनिंग देयर। एंड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, this lightning strikes are very dangerous and can destroy the life and prosperity or the property. आपने कई बार देखा होगा, अभी सुल्तानपुर में लास्ट ईयर या आप देखो मई जून के आसपास की घटना है, मैंने क्लास 8A में डिस्कस किया भी था, राहुल टाकिज के आसपास, राहुल चौराहे के आसपास एक आकाशीय बिजली से, इसी थंडरस्टॉर्म से 2 व्यक्तियों की मृत्यु हो जाती है, ठीक है। या कई बार आपने न्यूज में देखा होगा कि आकाशीय बिजली गिरी 16 घायल 14 मरे। क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? क्योंकि ये जो थंडर स्टॉर्म्स है इसका पोटेंशियल काफी ज्यादा होता है, राइट? एंड दे आर सीकिंग द पाथ टूवर्ड्स द ग्राउंड। और इसकी चपेट में जो भी पौधे पेड़ आ रहे हैं, जो भी इंसान आ रहे हैं उन पर, क्योंकि देखिए ह्यूमन बॉडी भी एक कंडक्टर है, हमारा ब्लड थोड़ा सा बेसिक है, तो हम न्यूट्रल नहीं है, ठीक है? आवर बॉडी प्रोवाइड्स अ पाथ। तो ऐसे केसेस में ये चीजें देखने को मिली है। इट कैन ऑल्सो कॉज द फायर एंड शटर्ड बिल्डिंग्स। The damage caused to the buildings and other tall structures can be prevented by installing the lightning conductor, जिसको मैं अभी आपसे बात कर रहा था, स्पाइक्स की बात कर रहा था। तो जनरली आप देखिए ये स्पाइक्स लगाए जाते हैं, ये लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर्स लगाए जाते हैं। और मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ। आप में से बहुत लोग होंगे इन दिस क्लासरूम, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर द फॉलोअर ऑफ हिंदू मेथोडोलॉजीज, राइट? वी मोस्ट ऑफ अस आर हिंदुइज्म। सो अगर आपने कभी गौर किया हो, या वो जो भी अदर रिलीजन्स के भी हैं, एटलीस्ट देखा उन्होंने होगा, जितने भी आप देखो टेम्पल्स बने हैं, कभी गौर करना, आज के बाद गौर करना अगर आज तक नहीं किया है, जितने भी टेम्पल्स बने हैं, चाहे आपके घर पे बने हो, चाहे आप बड़े बड़े मंदिर की बात करें, आपने देखा होगा मंदिर के स्ट्रक्चर में सबसे ऊपर एक ऐसा स्ट्रक्चर आपको देखने को मिलता है, गुंबद, गुमा आकार, लाइक दिस वन। या आजकल आप देखते हो कि वहां पे त्रिशूल लगा होता है टॉप पर। कोई भी एक ऐसा मेटेलिक मटेरियल आपके मंदिर के ऊंचाइयों पर लगाया जाता है। देखा है? कितने लोगों ने देखा है? बताओ मुझे जरा। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव सीन दीज थिंग्स? मंदिर गए हो आप? आपने देखो कि मंदिर में गुंबद वगैरह लगे तो नुकीला पोर्शन ऊपर जाके, राइट? सभी ने देखा है। क्यों लगा होता है भाई? वो धर्म का प्रतीक तो चलो धार्मिक लोगों के लिए है, जो धार्मिक अनुयायी हैं, जो रिलीजियस फॉलोवर्स हैं, उनको धर्म समझ में आता है, नो डाउट, दैट इज अ रिलीजियस बिलीफ। बट साइंटिफिक फैक्ट भी है, दीज आर सर्विंग एज अ लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर, these are serving as a spikes. So during this thunderstorm, during this lightning process, they can easily provide a path to the charges directly to the ground, so that the effect of the particular thing is not going to happen on the temples and all. इवन आज की डेट में जो शॉपिंग मॉल्स हैं, आप देखो, अपने मोहल्ले में देखो, जो एंटीनास हैं, टावर्स, जिसके ऊपर जियो, एयरटेल, आइडिया सबके टावर्स लगे हैं, आप देखो ये भी न्यूक्लियर स्ट्रक्चर में बनाए जाते हैं। और साथ ही साथ इनमें भी ऐसी स्पाइक्स लगी होती हैं। आप कभी गौर करिएगा। क्यों? क्योंकि आज की डेट में हमारा जो टोटल डिपेंडेंसी है वो कम्युनिकेशन पे है। हमारी लाइफ में कम्युनिकेशन 99% तक घुस चुका है। ये देखो एक लाइव एग्जांपल, ऑनरेबल डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट के ऑर्डर के बाद भी अगर हम क्लास ले पा रहे हैं, क्यों ले पा रहे हैं क्लास भाई? बिकॉज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज ऑफ द कम्युनिकेशन, राइट? बिकॉज ऑफ द इंटरनेट। सो बेसिकली द थिंग इज दैट वी ऑल आर हैविंग दिस प्रॉपर्टी। सो ये जो स्पाइक्स हैं ये बेसिकली यही काम कर रहे हैं। ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, दे आर डूइंग द सेम थिंग to us, that I told you. They provide a particular path so that the excess amount of the charge during the lightning, during the thunderstorms, they can bypass to the ground directly without affecting the buildings, the property, and any kind of damage can be, avoided, right? So this is basically the thing that I have discussed to you. Now coming to the next page. Safety measures against the lightning. Okay. So what are the safety measures, my dear? Let me tell you. Just give me a second first. Now, what the safety measures can we take? Anyone can tell me what the safety measure we can take? Message me. Message me. Message me. Okay. So, yes, most of you have done message to me. Yes. The safety measures that one के yes many of you like flag लगाने के लिए okay सौरभ कह रहा है flag लगाने के लिए spikes use करते हैं बिल्कुल सही सर स्टे अवे फ्रॉम द ट्री यस पहला मेजरमेंट है कि ऐसे केसेस में जब इस तरह की बारिश हो या इस तरह की बहुत ज्यादा हैवीली रेनफॉल थंडरस्टॉर्म्स हो कभी भी आप किसी भी पेड़ का शेल्टर लेने से बचें क्योंकि बरसात होगी रेन होगा बारिश के ड्रॉपलेट्स पेड़ की पत्तियों पर होंगे पेड़ गीला होगा और वो एक पाथ की तरह काम करेगा सो डू नॉट स्टैंड नियर द ट्री ऑलवेज स्टैंड अवे फ्रॉम द ट्री नंबर वन नंबर टू all the tall building must be fitted with lightning conductor as we have discussed. That should be done. Good. Then you must stay indoor during the thunderstorm. You should try that if you do not have any emergency during these kind of situations when the heavy rainfall is there along with the lightning and the thunderstorm. So avoid to go outside. Please stay at home. Please be safe, right? The whenever we are inside the house, do not touch the electrical appliances which are running in condition. Do not touch the telephones, the cords, the electric wires. This should be avoided to touch. Taking a bath during the thunderstorm is also not advisable. It is safer to unplug all the appliances such as the computers, TV, and electrical irons. Right? Let me tell you one story that I'm having my air condition in my office chamber and that stopped working after a thunderstorm because it was plugged in. Even that was not working, that was off in condition. It was switch off. But during the lightning and thundering, since it was connected with a socket, so somewhere the fluctuation has been occurred and the compression has gone. So we have to avoid these things. Now, in the case you are traveling and you are through the bus or the car, so stay inside the vehicle, right? These vehicles provide the excellent protection against the lightning. Open vehicles are not safe, right? Now, if you're moving outside, open field, tall trees, and elevated places are not safe to take the shelter. Opening an umbrella is also not the safe. Why the umbrella is not safe, my dear? Because there is a spike in the umbrella. If you remember, in your childhood, you must have drawn the umbrella. I'm sure that many of you have done that one. I was when I was kid, so we used to draw the umbrella. Let me show you. Can I draw or not? Yes. So these kind of umbrella we people were making, right? So this portion is also serving as a lightning conductor. So whenever you are moving with the umbrella in a market and heavy rainfall is there, so might be the electrical thunderstorm, the lightning can be occur. The electrical discharge can be occurred through this umbrella spike. So it is also not recommended, right? Nah. You're caught in the thunderstorms with absolutely no shelter nearby. Never lie on the ground and sitting on the ground with your hands on your knees. This portion make you the smallest target. So this is all about the lightning, the thunderstorm. The second natural disaster that we are having is earthquake. Who can tell me about the earthquake? Just respond. Double voice is coming. Who said the double voice is coming now? I don't think so that double voice should be there. Yes, message me. What is the earthquake? Yes, Mohammed Noman. Bhukam. Very good. Yeah, Shakshan Tiwari has told the shaking of the earth. That's good. Sudden shaking or trembling of the earth, Kritiyanan, very good. Sudden shaking of the earth, that's good. Yes. Actually, the earthquake is basically the sudden shaking or the trembling of the earth that lasts for the short period of time. If you have seen in today's newspaper, somewhere I have heard that the earthquake was found. Its epicenter was about 10 kilometers below the surface, right? I did not go through the news in detail, but my parent was reading that, so I listened that somewhere the earthquake has been done. Now, actually, what is happening, as we all know, that our whole earth is having different layers, right? Different layers are there, and these layers are continuously moving. Why they are continuously moving? Because we know as we move towards the earth, towards the center of the earth, we say lot of things are like different sections we have categorized. The crest, the mantle, the inner core, and the outer core. So, what is happening? Since the spinning of earth is causing, and these plates, these layers of the soil, these layer of the materials that are called as tectonic plates, they are also moving. So when they either see, when they are moving towards themselves or they are sliding over each other, in both situations, you will find that earthquake is there. If you study geography, the history of the mountain, then you will find that how the mountains were formed. So mountains was formed with the head-to-head collision of the tectonic plates. When the head-to-head collision, like these two tectonic plates are coming and they are meeting head-to-head. So what will happen when they will meet? See, when they will meet, so they will create the pressure and see slowly, this particular, mountain has been developed. So mountain is nothing. It is basically the collision of the tectonic plates head to head. And that causes the formation of the mountain. It is not one day process. It takes, lot of time to be done this way. Now, see, these are the options that we are talking about. The first condition where the plates are colliding each other. The second one, they are rubbing each other. This is moving towards this is moving towards this. So they are just rubbing these each other. So in conditions of these type of situations, we are getting the phenomena of earthquake. So basically earthquake is what? The sudden shake of the earth due to the moving of tectonic plates. That is called earthquake. How many of you understood the earthquake? Please give me raise hands options, reactions. Give me your reactions that what is the earthquake. Did you understood? Everyone, did you understand? I want 50 raised hands. 50 reactions should be there. सबके रिएक्शन दिखने चाहिए ठीक उसी प्रकार से जैसे MS धोनी साहब जब आते हैं तो मोबाइल की टॉर्च जला के लोग उनका वेलकम करते हैं पूरे स्टेडियम में लाइट बंद करके ना ऐसे सारी स्क्रीन पर मुझे येलो चाहिए मैं देख रहा हूं अभी सबके येलो ना आए अभी नहीं अभी 22 लोग के हैं केवल अभी और बचे हैं मोर देन 50% आर देयर प्लीज रेज योर हैंड जिन्हें आ गया जिन्हें नहीं आया वो भी बताएंगे मुझे चलिए फिर से समझ लीजिए वेरी गुड अर्थक्वेक का सीधा सा मतलब है भूकंप भू धन कंप कंप मीन्स कंपन वाइब्रेशन ठीक है तो जब अर्थ की प्लेट्स आपस में स्लाइड करती हैं ये टकराती हैं तो ऐसी सिचुएशन में हमें एक वाइब्रेशन महसूस होता है एक झटका महसूस होता है कंपन महसूस होता है जिसके कारण हम कहते हैं कि यहाँ पे क्या आ गया भूकंप आ गया सौरभ मैं दोबारा से ही बात करो डोंट वरी माय डियर अब आप अपने हाथ नीचे कर लो कोई दिक्कत ना है ठीक है जैसे क्या होता है एक झंझनाहट कह लीजिए कि जब ये प्लेट्स आपस में एक दूसरे के ऊपर रोल डाउन होती हैं, आपस में ये दूसरे के साथ क्या कहते हैं, या तो टकराती हैं, तो ऐसी कंडीशन में हमें एक झटका लगता है जिसे कहते हैं भूकंप या अर्थक्वेक। इसको ठीक उसी प्रकार से समझना मेरे बच्चे, जैसे मैं आपको समझाने की कोशिश करता हूँ। आप एक गाड़ी पे बैठे हैं, बस में बैठे हैं, बस वाला जाके दूसरी बस से टकरा जाता है। तो जब बस वाला दूसरी बस से टकरा जाता है और आप बिल्कुल सोए हुए हैं, तो आपको झटका लगता है कि नहीं लगता है? आपको एहसास होता है कि शॉक लगा? आप चेयर पे बैठे हैं, आप पूरी बस गई, भड़ाम से बढ़ गई, तो आपको शॉक लगता है कि नहीं लगता है? टेल मी। एग्जैक्टली ये अर्थ क्या है? एक प्रकार की बस है। इट इज अ सिंपल बस वेयर वी आर सिटिंग। अपन रात में सो रहे हैं, अर्थ की टेक्टोनिक प्लेट बड़ी, पंखा हिला, भूकंप आया, अपन भागे बाहर फील्ड में। तो क्या हो रहा है? when these plates are interacting, either they will be sliding each other, they will be crossing each other, they will be colliding each other। तो इसका असर महसूस कौन करेगा मेरे भाई? This effect will be analyzed by, this effect will be experienced by the persons, we, because we are on the earth, right? So we will be experiencing that shock, and this phenomenon is called earthquake. जापान में देखिए कितने सारे अर्थक्वेक आते हैं। मैक्सिमम अर्थक्वेक अगर कहीं आता है, मुझे लगता है जापान में। सो यहाँ पे एक टॉपिक आता है अर्थक्वेक प्रोन जोन्स। प्रोन जोन्स मींस द पोर्शन वेयर मोर फ्रीक्वेंटली द अर्थक्वेक कैन अकर, राइट? These are called seismic zones. So these weak zones on the earth are called seismic or the fault zones. Certain part of India are very vulnerable to the earthquake. The central and the western region of the Himalayas are geologically active and hence are more prone to the earthquakes, right? As you can see in the graph, in the diagram, you can have like some of the place I can let you know. Like Kashmir, northeastern part of India. See, northeastern means Assam. Yes, Tatir, ask. Yes, tell me, my dear. Tatir, I'm making you unmute. You can ask your doubts, whatever your doubts are there. Just give me a second. Tatir, where are you? Here I'm not getting you. Okay, oh, and the above we are. Yes, Tatir, ask.
No, sir, it was by mistake.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So the seismic zones in India, basically the Himalayas series, the eastern part, the northeastern part of India, Ran of Kutch in Gujarat, if you have heard. Here I'm not sure, but Bhuj and Kutch was there. Indo-Gangetic Plains, Rajasthan, the regions of Maharashtra from Latur throughout the Koyana, and Ahmedabad in Gujarat to Uttarakashi in Uttarakhand. These are the most earthquake-prone regions that we are having. Although the peninsular block of India is stable, yet certain part is there. Right? Somewhere if you see, remember 4 or 5 years back, a vibration was experienced in Lucknow, in Delhi, even in Sultanpur, we have experienced some of the, particular. Yes, Mohan. That's good one. Thank you, Mohan. No man. Gujarat Bhuj 26 January 2001. That's correct. Now, magnitude of the earthquake. Now, what this means? So, my dear, this means what is the intensity of the magnitude? How much intensity of the magnitude, how much intense the earthquake is? So, two things you should know. In a quick, I'm telling you, by rest we will discuss in the later class. The magnitude of the earthquake is measured by the Richter scale. Unit is Richter, and the device which is used to measure this is called the seismograph, right? Seismograph is a component, it's a part, it's an appliance which is used to measure the earthquake. That how much intense is the earthquake, and the scale on which it is measured is called Richter scale, right? It is called Richter scale. So, my dear, we will discuss these topics tomorrow in our class about the earthquakes and all. That in detail, that what is a seismograph, what is the magnitude of earthquake, and all. So far, today what we have discussed, let us recapping all the things one by one. So the very first thing we have discussed today, we have started with our discussion with the lightning. Then we found the lightning conductors. We have seen what are the precautions, what are the measurements can be taken to procure from the lightning and the thunderstorm.